Yo, what's going on, guys? We are here in Connecticut with PFL, and what we got going on today?
We got some fights, we got some weigh-ins. We got Uncle Dijon coming on the pod today too.
Yep, if y'all don't know, I'm survival expert. Go look him up and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. He takes on full-size rhinos, and that's just the gist of it.
Pretty much. I've seen him take on 3 gorillas at one time.
Yeah, no, and he did
pretty crazy.
But we're going to meet up with him right now.
Yeah.
We're going to have him take us through a workout, and then we're going to hop right onto the pod.
Yes,
so
sir.
I think we need to go and meet him right now.
Yeah, let's find his ass.
These guys are phonies. I've been here for hours. They met me 3 days ago. I'm their cameraman now.
Exposed.
Yeah.
Another fake intro, guys. Love that. But we're about to go to the workout now.
Excuse me, you're taking too long. Too bad. That guy did not weigh 260.
All right, guys. So we're at the Marriott gym. Take a look at this beautiful establishment. You want to use written some lats, traps, and biceps with Uncle Dijon. All right. Look at him getting warmed up.
These are tungsten plates that weigh about a ton each. So, you know, no big deal. Cables are made out of vibranium. That's why they're not snapping.
Shit, like Black Panther.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's got my warm up. I'm actually warmed up at all times because you have to be ready at all times. Just remember that. Always be warmed up.
What was the what would you say was the hardest animal to fight?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. It's all piss easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Realistically.
Realistically.
I mean, the hardest thing I ever fought was I can't speak to women. I don't know how to talk to women.
Yeah.
So yeah, women scare me, which is weird because I have 40 wives. So
Yeah.
I don't even know how I manage that. But,
Yeah.
you know, it
That's
happens.
crazy.
Internet, you can buy anything.
Alright, so what are we doing? Something like this?
Yeah, I normally do. That's weird though, because I was saying I normally have it closer, right? But obviously we can't. But I normally do like close grip like that. But this, you know, try and kind of do one of that. It feels a little weird when it's wide like that.
Stop the weight. How about that?
Guys, if you didn't notice, we're in the hotel gym, so we're working with what we have here.
I mentioned that, I think.
You did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I don't know. He's
It's
usually
the
the one
La La
going.
Land. Unbelievable.
Alright.
That's
Embarrassing.
why.
I was doing 37 and 32. Okay, well, you know what?
You got to make up for the fap arm, right?
Uh-huh.
So one's
Yeah.
one's got to be stronger than the other. You get that fucking camera on my face, bro.
Yawn.
Yeah, it's we're not having music or anything. I mean, I'm shit at singing, but I can try.
Yeah, go for it.
I rapped Biggie Smalls' "Hypnotize" in open mic night once.
Okay.
Yeah, that was cool.
Are you open to that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was under the influence of a lot of alcohol. Gave me the courage to do that one. It was in a nightclub in Lancaster in England. And after I did it, a guy came up to me and handed me a piece of paper. And he just like gave me the nod. And I'm like, what? And it said N-word pass on it. And he's like, that's only valid for tonight. I'm like, I probably will still not use it, but thank you.
This dude had a card on it? It was legit?
No. It was on a piece of paper. He just scribbled it, like N-word pass on it and handed it to me. It was really funny. Yeah. Kept it for ages. I lost it. I kept it in my wallet forever. Then I ended up switching wallets and it got lost somehow. I normally do 4 sets of everything, but it's up to you guys. There's only I think there's one more lat exercise after this, and then kind of switch to rows, which I guess is still technically a lat, but it's more for hither.
Follow something, or you kind of just make it yourself?
No,
Like a program?
I just make my own program. Obviously, as you can tell, you know, bit of a not looking like a bodybuilder type thing. But for the longest time, I did follow like an actual program. The first guy that ever coached me, his name was Ken Wildman. He did really well in England. They have like their own, I guess it's not obviously, I don't even think it's called Olympia. It's called something else. But he won the 86 and the 84 one. Like the guy knew his stuff.
Yeah.
Absolute monster. And he like gave me his program and stuff and just told me to eat a copious amount of food. I think when I first started, 'cause like I showed you that picture when I was 135. It was a terrible idea. I did like that proper dirty bulk where I was having like KFC and McDonald's. It was just not good, but I needed a way. I was getting like 8,000 calories a day. So yeah. Well, like when I was a kid, I could literally eat as much as I wanted and nothing. You wouldn't see any weight. So it's just one of them.
That's how it happens. That's how it is.
But originally I thought my body type was like extreme ectomorph and like just eat anything, burn anything. But then as I got older, I'm like, oh, maybe not. And like you can tell in bone structure too, right? Like people who are extreme ectomorph, like their wrist is It's like that, and you can really tell. But yeah, I don't know. Just kind of as you get older, you have to change your training program all the time.
Yeah.
I know. I'm on like 40 grams of tren.
Okay.
So.
What the hell?
Yeah. Could you imagine what would that do to you?
Well, I don't know, dude. I don't think it's in. I don't think they measure it out in grams though.
Your heart just explodes.
Yeah, dude.
But the tren is still keeping you alive. It's like hooked up
I
to
don't
an
have a
IV.
fucking heart anymore.
Yes. I think that would kill you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Look at this, Mr. Hypertrophy here. Squeeze, gotta get that big
Tempo.
stretch, and I gotta get that squeeze. Alright.
I know. That shit.
Oh wow, it's like stuck. Look at the way the plates are going out. Like one side is like stuck and the other side's smooth. Maybe it just doesn't like that weight. Wow, it actually is better. That's weird.
There you go.
Get you in a little crazy arch position. Okay.
That was never gonna happen.
Use
Yeah.
your foot. Push me. Push me. Push. Oh, this is a good stretch right here. Push me a little more. Really? Yeah. Right here. Oh, see? Yeah, see that getting propped up. That feels good. You look at this shit.
Brodie's struggling over there.
It's good
So
though.
work out on his own.
See that? You know what that's called? Improvise, adapt, overcome. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to come up to Canada at some point and go to a gym there.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's like the gym in my basement. But, yeah.
You're up, you're up.
How's the weather up there right now?
Yeah, this is the exact same as here, pretty much. No, not again. Can you switch that to 2 below it? That is an awful sound.
Yeah. Wish there was something better to use.
Yeah. Working with what we got.
Yeah.
But it's working.
Thank you. This one, it does feel good though when you get
Jesus
Christ. It's getting progressively worse. This has gotta be a joke.
That's horrendous. This gym does not allow hypertrophy.
What are you trying to do?
Lat pulls? Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't find a straight one, but
You never do them with the rope?
I mean, we can do them with a rope. Oh, that's like my favorite lat exercise, just because you can, just like you feel that stretch. It's so nice.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right, cool.
Good.
Sorry guys, excuse me. Thank you.
What a show off. I love how it's like, when you think of shit in your imagination, you can actually like put it in video form.
Yeah. That's why I always laugh. I was like, Thanos had the reality stone. No, I have the reality stone. I can make reality whatever the hell I want. That's why Shakira's in my room upstairs. That is real though.
What's the story from
I don't know. I just really like Colombian women. Man, I like everybody except for Pat Caffey right there. TV. Don't like that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
No, he's actually a really nice guy.
I don't even know who he is.
He's ex-NFL guy. Does WWE stuff, and the guy that makes his suits is the same guy that makes my suits, David Allen. So I've never met Pat, but David says he's a really, really good guy, and I would die for David. So he's obviously a good guy.
Yeah, he was
That's where you get this. Yeah.
Coach punter. Luke's not a big sports guy. He just lifts weights and eats protein.
Not into sports like that. I like football.
He wasn't athletic growing up.
That's not true. Not true at all.
There's a kid at recess who just played like hopscotch and shit.
Nope. But if I did, I'd probably win in that too.
What else did you win in? Because you don't win much.
That's funny.
Not life.
That's funny. That's very funny. Let's see. I took home 3 state champ rings actually at my high school.
In what? Because you didn't play any sports.
Triple jump.
From what I told you.
Triple jump.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's so eerie.
Yeah, it is.
It's like every time the camera turns, it's just.
That's you like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Feel the lats, man. Feeling in the lats.
Yeah, 100%.
Uh-huh.
You come to the States often?
Actually, last year was the first time I've ever been to the States, and I think I've been to like 9 or 10 states now in the past year.
Nice.
It's just like life-changing, right? And
More goes on around here.
yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm from a very, very quiet small town in Canada called Dundas. That's where I grew up. So it's definitely a little overwhelming at times, like going to New York for the Madison Square Garden one, the PFL event. I was like when you get like TISM hands, you're overwhelmed. You're like, like I was just in the middle of New York. I'm like, oh fuck. If looking at the analytics and my following in Dallas and Houston alone, there's 2 million people. So like that, like I have barely any following in Canada, which is weird.
With your backgrounds, I would have never guessed you were from Canada. Like I don't know, reminded me like a country background.
What do you mean, like?
Like at least the videos I've seen, like when you're out in the yard or something?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have thought you were from like Texas.
Yeah. I think a lot of people think that too. They normally think, oh, this guy lives out in the sticks somewhere in the States, right?
Yeah.
And I do a lot of videos based off of like British humor because I lived in England for 5 years. I know a lot of like those like specifically niche jokes about certain areas of England.
Yeah.
And it freaks the British out when they think it's because they think I'm American, right?
Yeah.
And then it'll freak them out because they'll be like, how's this Yank know this stuff? Who's revealing the information? Like, there's a secret. And yeah, it really freaks people out, but it's fun. All right, I think we got one more of these, and then I was gonna switch to traps. Normally when I do traps, I love it when there's plates that have the handles, and you can bend over and just really get that squeeze. But for this, it's probably just use the rope, like reverse it, and then just like pull the rope. But I'm gonna get you for Christmas. I'm gonna get you one of those like belt things you strap on with the camera, and you just sit there and you just like yawn it, still being held up.
That'd be awesome.
You know, I'm gonna do that for you.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
That'd be a workout sometimes, though.
No, dude, the shoulder, man.
You get this guy right here. You see that? Yeah, that's got to be a workout sometime. You know, just holding it. Look at that.
Yeah. If I was holding that camera all day, damn, I already feel it.
How's bathroom?
Did its job, you know.
Yeah.
Toilet flushed.
It's good.
Yeah.
You need a toilet that flushes.
Yep.
I went in a 5-gallon pail once in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Brick lane. Yeah. There was no bathroom, and it was like
Oh,
a mile down.
with the shit?
Yeah, I had to.
Okay.
Had no choice. But the funny thing was, is I sent it. I did it in a bucket of mortar.
Yeah.
And then like covered it a little bit with the mortar, and then sent it up to one of the bricklayers.
Yo.
And he puts his trowel in it, goes and lays, and he goes, "What the fuck is this smell?" And then I'm like laughing, and I told my friend Jake about it, and then we're all like giggling. He goes, "Have you shit in here?" Like, what the fuck? Like he just and then
True story.
Yeah. And then he whipped it, and then he like whipped his trowel down, like kicked the bucket off. He had like a huge fit about it. I'm like, dude, calm down. It's just poop. Like,
Yo.
Right.
Hi, Luke. Sure. My legs are sore as shit
Oh,
still.
hell yeah. I was telling him that, yeah. He took his throat, it's brutal.
So like every time Chris Bumstead posts something, he did one video where he was doing chest flies, right? And he comes to the top, and like the dumbbells like just barely touched.
Yeah.
And I commented, and I was like, hey Chris, look man, if you want to take your sort of training seriously into the next level, you can't be touching the dumbbells at the top, dude. It takes away from the tension. So kind of loosen back on that, and like, and everybody in the comments was just dying laughing. I mean, you get the odd one that doesn't think it's a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know who he is? And I was like, well, no, maybe I would if he did chest flies properly. But even though like you can look, I clearly follow him and everything, right? Yeah, same thing with you know who Chris Hansen is?
Yeah, the guy that
The like To Catch a Predator show, yeah. Yeah, so he added me on Instagram, like, oh my gosh. I was like, wait a minute, I've not done anything. So like every time I see you, it's a negative thing. But yeah, so he ended up like that account followed me, and then I reached out like, yo, my mom used to make me watch your show, so I knew what not to do and like look out for. And
That's crazy.
And he went, oh, thanks, bro, with like this. I'm like, oh, there's no way, that's Chris Hansen.
Yeah. He DM'd you, hey Dylan, we need to talk.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing here? Ah, fuck. You want to go ahead and stand on that?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah. I shouldn't have looked at the camera. I'll pretend the camera's not there like my dad pretends I'm not in his life.
Yeah.
But he doesn't actually pretend. Definitely appreciate you guys considering me for this podcast.
Of course,
That's
we
very
appreciate
nice.
you considering us.
Oh,
and allow us to do it.
Well, I've decided that when I turn evil and destroy the planet, all you guys, your families, you're all good. You're all safe. You're all safe.
So we're chilling.
We wanted- That's the reason, only reason we did this, to get on his good side when he takes over. You know, might be able to just do a podcast in here, just like, write a Sharpie note and be like, closed for important business.
Yeah, not like the machines work anyway. How long you guys been training for?
For me, about 7 years now. I would say consistently. I was always an athlete, unlike Luke, and I played college baseball. So I guess started about 19.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
13 months of into it?
But like I said, I was an athlete, so like I did the athletics or like baseball. They would make us work out, but I wasn't like seriously training at the
Well, I
time.
mean, you burn more calories sleeping than you do playing baseball. No offense. All the baseball people are like, what the fuck?
Hey, that's our camera guy.
That's what. That's what.
Respect the angles.
It's like what every woman sees before. You know? You like it when I look at you, camera. That's nice. See, it's starting to come back. It wants to come out. It wants.
I know, I see it,
It's like this one too. It's like it's almost there. I just gotta cut my body fat down a little more.
You got a sick vein right there. I see it.
Yeah, it's trying. Honestly, like when I showed you that picture before and after, like that, then they like really.
Yeah.
I don't even know what my body fat was at that time. I want to say it was around like probably 17 or 18, in and around there. Cause like I store a lot here, and like my arms have like next to no fat deposits on them whenever I gain weight, which is nice. But at the same time, it just gives you a weird physique when it all goes here.
Yeah.
This guy. It reminded me of that SpongeBob theme. Like the thing where it's, I don't know if you saw when they're getting carried in by that really big guy in the arena. And everyone's like, "Arr!" He's like, "Arr!" And he's like, "Arr!"
Yes. Yeah. Classic. That was a classic one.
Yeah, that was like one of the first seasons.
We got the green light for the weigh-in thing, and we got a spot for the pod.
Let's go. You guys are seeing it live in action. Locating the pod, getting ready for the weigh-ins, because we're gonna be fighting tomorrow. It's going down.
I'd like to take this opportunity to call out Eddie Hall.
You see him fight those two
Yeah,
guys?
that's what I was just thinking of, yeah. The guy goes, wee! And like, that was a clean, like a clean right hook, man. It was like, you just watch the guy's head like, just out cold.
That was like a real good example of like what 260 is supposed to mean.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but that's the difference where it's insane. But I don't know if you saw like Demetrius Johnson when he I forget how much the guy weighed. I think the guy was like 250. Had like almost 100 pounds I think on Demetrius, and Demetrius got him. And like that guy was a fighter too. Yeah, it was, I think it was a jiu-jitsu match or something. But yeah, but Demetrius Johnson's one of the greatest of all time. He is amazing. So he's up there on my list. My favorite MMA fighter of all time is GSP. But you know, it's Canadian, right? You got to.
I think Connor would beat GSP.
You think Connor would beat up GSP?
Yeah.
I think GSP would have beaten Prime Khabib, so don't even, I'm gonna say it, I'm saying it.
Bit controversial.
It's not. That's why nobody in this area went, ooh. That's why I was silent, because they know it's true. I think this is our last one for this one.
Uh-oh.
Is there a straight bar? Oh no. Edit that out immediately.
Does this rotate?
Oh.
No, it does not.
Wow.
One of my coworkers, you know, obviously in the trades, there's some weird stuff that goes down.
Oh yeah.
And I was working on something on like a bench, and then the guy came over and went like this, with his finger, like put it on my butt, but then like I pushed back, and he's like, "Oh, what is wrong with you? Oh, you're sick."
What the fuck?
Like flipped it back on him, you know?
No, yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. That's how you assert dominance. Oh.
Jeez.
It's one of them. Shouldn't put that there. Hazard.
Yeah, I'll just go again, because, you know, some people have a pee problem.
I think I told this to literally every guest before. Bro has a bladder of a baby. I've probably heard it several times. He really does, man. You can't go on a core ride with him.
Maybe you guys can get sponsored by Depends.
By what?
Depends. It's a adult diaper company.
Oh shit.
Yeah. After using your products all through my mid-20s. Shit's engaged. I'm just gonna just walk behind you and then head to the car.
All right, and we just wrapped up a great, what'd you want to do again? Lat straps, biceps,
Something like that.
weird ass combo.
Yeah,
But yeah, just wrapped it up. The
Weird
pump
ass
is-
guy.
It was basically just a full day.
Yeah, it's basically just a
when
full
you
day.
think about it. Yeah. But anyway, very limited equipment, but guys, when you're traveling and that's what you got to work with, we're on a very big time crunch right now. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But thank you, Dylan, for taking us through a workout, and y'all know how it works. Behind the sets, we get the pump and we go straight to the pod. You ready to yap or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Dude,
no
shut
lie.
up.
Professional yapper right here. So.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be
All right.
good.
Well, if you want to see more, go to the pod.
Or go to my hotel room.